My name is Donna Flagg, and I'm the president of the Chrysalis Group, which is a business consulting firm in New York City. And what we do is help companies communicate their messages. And whether that's in management, marketing, training, or sales, it runs across the whole front end of a business, and we help them put their initiatives into words. I realized I could help people survive dreaded conversations when I was talking with a colleague, and he was telling me that he would rather die than tell a colleague of his that they had left their moldy sandwiches in the refrigerator. I found that really interesting, and I said, why would you fear that? Why would you not want to tell someone that their sandwich was rotting in the refrigerator? And there were all kinds of things like a fear of their reaction, or that they wouldn't understand, or he didn't know how, and he just said, well, what would I possibly say to them? And so I took him through a little bit of a kind of an exercise, and by the end of that, he was saying exactly how he felt and that he wanted the sandwiches out, and he agreed that it wasn't a big deal at all and that he could do it. This book is not about conflict. This book is not about confrontation. It is not about how to get someone to do what you want them to do. This book is about learning how to communicate with other people. If you are not communicating and you are not sharing information, you're not moving forward, which means when people decide to choose silence over words, they prevent themselves from moving forward, they prevent their organizations from moving forward, they prevent their relationships from moving forward, and that's just not healthy. I can't tell you how many people we've talked to, and they've said, oh, I was sick, I was up all night, I was worried, and I didn't want to say what I had to say, and I didn't want to have the conversation, and you can't not have them. They have to happen, and that's a big force behind this book, is that these are the conversations that must be had. And I think a lot of times it's the insecurity that people have because they're not exercised. Their muscles have not been strengthened in this category because we're told not to say the truth. We're told not to tell people what we really think. And because of that, then we don't develop the skills. Our muscle atrophies, and then we're left put in a situation where we have to say something that we don't know how to say, and we don't know how to do it. So the book is intended to help people figure out what their own language is, figure out the words that work for them, so they can communicate in a natural and comfortable way with others. We wanted this book to be for everyone. So what we did was collect stories that would go 360 degrees around the relationships that we have in organizations. So what that means is we looked at employee to boss, how do you have conversations that work upward, employee to employee, so lateral conversations, boss to employee, and we took employee to client. The first section looks at how do you get yourself out of the way when you're the obstacle. The second part looks at how do you get other people out of the way when they are the obstacle. And then the last part works on some interactive exercises, some scripts, some real life scenarios where we insert some commentary and we look kind of at what to do, what not to do. The single most important thing that people will get out of reading this book is that having a difficult conversation is not a big deal. Or it is only the big deal that you allow it to be and that you make it.